Hi, my name is Patrick and this is Prep Mindful, your daily video practice and mindful test prep. Coming at you today with an ACT math question. This was question 54 from the math section of ACT 74H. Right there, you can pause the video, pause it, take a crack at it yourself, and then unpause the video and watch the explanation. Could be good, because we're getting in there. It reads, which of the following number line graphs represents all the values in the domain of the function y equals log base 10 of quantity x squared minus 4x plus 3? Ugh, number lines. We meet again. Well, what would limit the domain of a logarithm? We could rewrite this as 10 to the y equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. But then I have this quadratic trinomial. And you know what? If I can factor something on this test, I'm going to go ahead and factor it. So how would we factor this? We need two numbers that multiply to equal positive 3 and add up to equal negative 4. So we would have x minus 3 times x minus 1. Alright, cool. 10 to the y equals x minus 3, x minus 1. We don't know very much about 10 to the y. But I'll tell you what, 10 raised to an exponent cannot equal 0. There's no exponent that you could raise a positive integer to make it equal 0. So now we have some limitations on our domain. If x were 3, then the right side of the equation would equal 0, and that would say that 10 to the y equals 0, which is not possible. So both 3 and 1 are not in the domain. So let's cross off all the answer choices that show 3 or 1 as in the domain. In F, they're both in the domain. Nope, so we cross off F, because this highlighted portion of the number line includes 3 and 1, and we don't want those included. We go to G. Again, that one includes 3, so G is gone. H, nicely done, avoided the issue. J, those empty circles mean that J is hip to our no 1s or 3s game. And then K, same thing except in the other direction. So we've got it down to 3. What to do now? Well, why don't we pick a simple value for x that only one of the answer choices has in its domain? How about 0? If x can be 0, then the answer is k. If it cannot be 0, then the answer is not k, and we'll go on to check another number. If x were 0, what would we have? We would have 10 to the y equals negative 3 times negative 1, or 10 to the y equals 3. Is it possible to raise 10 to some number such that it will equal 3? Yeah, could be a negative exponent. And if you'd like to check in your calculator, you could just do log base 10 of 3. See what it says. If it doesn't say error, non-real answer, then it works. And indeed it does. 0 should be part of the domain, so the answer must be k. We're dealing there with limitations on the domain, and we might be more familiar with that coming in, say, the denominator of a function, where we have a vertical asymptote wherever the denominator would equal 0. Logarithms also have limited domains, though, since a positive integer raised to an exponent can never equal 0, and that was the key to solving this problem. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, why not subscribe to our channel? And if you have any questions about this problem or any others, feel free to hit me up in the comments below, or you can email me at prepmindful@gmail.com. In the meantime, my name is Patrick, and this has been Prep Mindful.